This is a New Orleans Police Department and joint press conference with a number of different law enforcement agencies. 27-year-old Derrick Groves is one of the 5 escaped inmates, and he's still at large tonight.
Derrick Groves, that's the big question on where he is, and some people have turned in tips. We heard from Darlene Costanza, who says that there were a number of tips, 1,500 tips that had come in.
As for Derrick Groves, that is a different story. He appears to have vanished.
In the city that Care forgot, the party made its way into the prison. And trust, once this party hit Orleans Parish Jail, it ain't never left. Long before the wild-ass breakout of 2025, New Orleans was already the stage for the most reckless, lawless, and downright embarrassing jail saga in the country. This ain't no new thing, no. Nah, this jail been a damn joke for years. Inmates popping Budweiser, snorting cold, shooting dope, running dice with stacks of hundreds, and even pulling live bullets out of pistol on camera. It was Mardi Gras in that bitch every night. Meanwhile, the so-called guards, man, they was either asleep, crooked, spooked out, or straight up just dummies. Let's take it way back, 2009. That was the year Arthur Johnson and Lester Jones pulled the old Ghost in the Wind move on them. July 21st, them boys broke out of the Parish by slipping through a locked door. Yeah, you heard me right, a locked door. Former Sheriff Marlon Gusman, aka Captain Clueless, say they got out from the 7th floor by popping the fire exit mechanism. You supposed to be running the jail, but your inmates got the key to the building? Man, stop playing. Them boys stayed ghosts for over a week. All to end up hiding out in the trailer in Opelousas like a runaway side chick. Lester got caught hiding under a blanket in some house on General Persian. Blanket ain't even stopped the law though. It hit that boy with the cuffs. Clink, clack. Hold up, it gets even more clownish. In 2014, while Feds was in court exposing how raggedy Orleans Parish Jail was, a video popped up showing Arthur Johnson just cooling on Bourbon Street, like not even ducked off though. My man out there in the open strutting past tourists and daiquiri shops like he ain't got a warrant on his name. Nobody knew if that clip was from the same escape or a whole different time, slipped out unnoticed. Either way, that's not a jailbreak, that's a damn vacation. Fast forward to 2013 and Arthur still going viral, this time inside the jail. Footage dropped showing that boy and his homies getting lit, snorting dope, flashing the loaded heater, and flexing racks like they shooting a Cash Money Records video. Guess what happened to the guards responsible? Not a damn thing. No firing, no charges. Just business as usual at the New Orleans Circus Center. 2020 came with another fumble. On February the 24th at 2 a.m., Clement Leach Jr., aka Smiley, a registered sex offender, mind you, managed to escape while getting escorted from the living unit to the kitchen. That boy ducked off and left his orange jumpsuit on the ground like them bums on Canal Street when you try to give him a cheeseburger. That's how they found out he was gone. Like, really? That's y'all system? Man was out for a whole week before he got greeted and walked into a po' boy shop that gave 12 a discount. 15 badges rolled up and snatched that boy mid-sandwich. Some criminal meets dumber jail. Then came 2021, the year Bridge City Juvenile Detention Center started showing it was just as pitiful as Orleans Parish. Matter of fact, it might be even worse. April 28, 16 inmates said we out this bitch. Right at midnight, left a staff member hurt in the process. Caught them all in 2 days though, but instead of tightening up, Bridge City kept slipping. By November 21st, 3 more of them scaled the fence like it was gym class. It didn't even bother hurrying. Took the system 2 weeks to round them up. Then March 17, 2022 hit. 5 more teens broke through the damn ceiling, crawled through an attic, dipped out the side, and straight up stole a truck. These ain't grown men we talking about. These little dudes escaped the high security youth facility and went full Grand Theft Auto mode. Drove 150 miles, crashed out in Opelousas. That's not an escape. Them boys took a little mini field trip like they was in elementary school. A few weeks later, April 10th, another one stole off on the staffer and peeled off. No sirens, no lockdown, just deuces. Then June 16th, they cut another hole in the ceiling. Same time, 2:20 a.m. The joint was basically an escape room with no timer. But Bridge City saved its biggest L for July 17th, 2022. At 2:30 a.m., 6 juveniles, including Kendall Miles, ran up on a guard, locked her in the closet, and made the great escape. 5 got snatched later that morning.
According to a spokesperson for the Office of Juvenile Justice, 6 juveniles escaped from the detention center overnight. About 3.5 hours later, 5 were apprehended.
But Kendall Miles, nah, that boy took it way darker. Dude carjacked a 59-year-old man uptown, shot him and dipped. Victim Scott Topes barely survived. 70 days in ICU. All that from a juvenile in your custody. Where was the oversight? Where was the security? I'll tell you where. Probably somewhere filming TikToks or sleeping on the clock.
Accused of carjacking and shooting a man uptown in July will be tried as adults.
Now, one of the teens was an escapee from Bridge City Center for Youth. Caitlin Russ spoke with the victim's wife and the DA about this afternoon's grand jury indictment.
Bridge City got shut down in 2023, but not because they fixed anything. It was just too damn embarrassing to keep open. They basically closed it silently, like your girl be doing her iPhone when you in the same room with her. They shut the gates and hope we forgot. But guess what? He didn't. By 2018, the jail still ain't learned nothing. Enter Kenneth Augustine, booked on 2 counts of second-degree murder. This was a no traffic ticket type dude. This was a real one, and somehow the killer got the bright idea to climb up a railing inside the Orleans Parish Justice Center and crawl into the ceiling tile. Homie must have thought he was on Mission Impossible, but gravity humbled that boy real quick. Tiles gave out. Boom, that boy hit the ground right back where he started. Dude ain't escaped nothing but common sense. OPSO said he got sent to the hospital for a quick tune-up, then came back to jail on more restrictive living conditions. Man, what living conditions wasn't already restrictive? Was that boy chilling in the presidential suite before this? Whole department sound like they making it up as they go. Then come 2023, another year, another dumbass escape, this time from a hospital. Inmate Darren Mitchell Jr. in for a gun and purse snatching, told him his stomach was hurting. They took that boy to UMC. Bruh hit him with that "I gotta use the bathroom" move. Guards unshackled him and that boy took off like Alvin Kamara. This man ran clean out the hospital garage down South Johnson Street in a damn gown, whole ass cheeks out, and still ran circles around NOPD, UMC police, and a county deputy like it was the Olympics. They called him a day later, but the damage was done. New Orleans had another viral embarrassment to add to the list. Some people couldn't hold a stuffed animal at a county fair game, let alone a real criminal. In February 2024, come with the most clownish jailbreak of the decade. Murder suspect Leon Ruffin pulled off a straight-up heist from a wheelchair. That boy faked the seizure so good, they had paramedics on standby. They ain't cuff him, they ain't shackle him, they let him ride out looking like a Oshner Hospital commercial with an orthopedic boot, a sling, and all that other sympathy type shit. Soon as they let their guard down, bam, dude pepper sprayed the deputy, snatched 12 whip, and pulled off like he just got financed with bad credit. Whole Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office looking like they working part-time at Chuck E. Cheese or some shit. They found him 2 days later at a hotel, probably ordering room service and watching ESPN. And now we reached May 16, 2025, the big one, the I-10 showdown, one of the biggest jail escapes in modern New Orleans history. That's when a bunch of dudes broke loose from Orleans Justice Center and ran across I-10 into nearby neighborhoods on some Call of Duty episode from Orleans Parish type mission. These dudes didn't just slip through the cracks, they broke free like the Kool-Aid Man and sprinted through the streets while OPSO looked on like they was binge watching a Netflix series. It was chaos, whole city lit up, helicopters in the sky, news vans popping up, social media going wild. And who was the first one they recaptured? That boy Kendall Miles, the same little demon who ran with the Bridge City 6 back in July 2022. That boy made his name off locking a security guard in the damn broom closet and putting uptown residents in ICU. And here we go again, right back in the headlines. And let's be real, this jail ain't had an escape since 2013, cause the place got a so-called upgrade in 2015, but ain't nothing upgraded except the excuses. From 2009 all the way to now, the parish been run like like the backyard barbecue when your sister old man burned all the food. No structure, no protocol, just bad vibes and walkouts. Meanwhile, as a people supposed to be in charge, straight comedy show. All Gusman had the whole damn jail system running on faucet water and sugar packets. Didn't dudes break out the 7th floor like they got a Fortune 500 company to run outside? Bro spent more time giving press conferences than actually securing the jail. Then comes Susan Hudson, the new sheriff, but same dumb show. This got inmates escaping under her watch like it's a TikTok trend. Whole damn sheriff's office looked like a Walmart on Black Friday. Nobody know who worked there, who in charge, or who just wandering around. Don't get me started on Bridge City. That was in the detention center. That was an Airbnb with fences. Teens leaving in and out that bitch every other week like it was summer camp. Some breaking out the attic, some going for joyrides, some straight up knocking guards out and leaving them in closets like they dirty laundry. By 2023, they had to shut Bridge City down for good. Too many L's, too much shame, and not one damn adult in the whole chain of command got held accountable. Not one. Now with the 2025 escape, Louisiana Governor Jeff Forrest Gump Landry finally stepped in and said what everybody been saying. The jail is a damn disaster. Dude called on the Attorney General to hit him with a full audit. He wanted all DOC inmates gone, full inventory of pre-trial detainees, and a deep dive into how the hell the place even functions, if you can call that functioning. Truth is, it don't function. It never did. After May 16th, the truth couldn't hide no more. The nation saw it, the city felt it, and the streets already knew. Orleans Parish Jail couldn't hold water, let alone inmates. Real talk, it's 2025, and the place still running like 1825, and that's on every badge, uniform, and clipboard walking around that bitch clueless. OPS ain't a correctional facility. That bitch more like a halfway house with a PR team, a place where inmates got more freedom than staff, where murder suspects drive cop cars, where juveniles run attic drills like they training to be on Squid Game, and where maximum security just means somebody gonna lock the gate eventually. And Susan Hudson, man, she running around talking about reform and reimagining public safety, while her whole jail system looking like a Craigslist operation. You can't reimagine security if you ain't never had it in the first place. She the first sheriff to make that boy Marlon Gusman look like less of a clown, and that's saying a whole lot. Marlon had cats breaking out at the fire exits, jumping off rooftop floors, and recording YouTube mixtapes from the cell block. He was too busy taking interviews to worry about the actual inmates. He treated that jail like a side hustle, like a little something to do between ribbon cuttings and shrimp plates. But now Susan come in talking about transparency and transformation, but she got escapes her damn self. The same dudes leaving and coming back like it's the corner store. Only thing transparent is how bad she getting exposed. Her deputies got slower reaction time than dial-up internet. Her staff couldn't secure a lunch trade without calling for backup, and her idea of a lockdown looked more like recess. Even the state said, yo, this ain't it. They're not just snatching DOC inmates out, they taking the key, the clipboard, and the whole rule book with them. Cause it's clear Orleans Parish Jail ain't never had its house in order. It's been band-aids on bullet wounds since day one. This whole thing been a slow motion collapse. It didn't start with Kendall Miles, it didn't start with Leon Ruffin or Clement Leach or Arthur Johnson. This been in motion since the very first breakout back in 09. The whole system is built wrong, from the 7th floor fire exit to the attic crawl spaces to guards getting locked in closets by teenagers. It's all been comedy. Only thing missing was Cat Williams. And don't get it twisted, this ain't a story about clever criminals. This ain't Masterminds. This ain't HBO. This is about basic ass jail management being too broken, too careless, too damn soft to do its own job, which is to keep people in custody. But in New Orleans, the city that care forgot, even the jail forgot how to be a jail. It's not just a failure, it's a tradition. One passed along from Marlon's clueless crew to Susan's weak ass team, from Bridge to the daycare rejects to the hospital escort clowns. A whole decade of incompetence on full display, and ain't nobody being fired, charged, the hell responsible. So the next time somebody asks why they running from Orleans jail like it's a 5K marathon, just tell them this: it ain't a jailbreak, it's just another Friday in the NO.